Welcome to Mod and Pop Thrift. My name's Tom, stay-at-home dad for 5 kids and a full-time eBay reseller. Today we're going to talk about the most controversial subject that we have ever talked about. So buckle up, Buttercup. Let's just jump right into it. All right, good morning. I've got 9 things that sold overnight. Let's get into that. These 2 hats I think I paid $4 a piece for them at an estate sale. They sold together to the same buyer for $32. These sold for $29.99, just like the ones yesterday. They have that bad spot, and you could work that out, but I wasn't going to. I knew that they would sell. They're just a decent looking shoe in a really hard to find size, which is 12.4E. So they sold for $29.99 free shipping. These sold for $19.99 free shipping. They're just not in great shape, and they are 2013s. If they were black and white striped and they were older, they'd be a $150 pair of shoes. The way they are, they're probably a $30 pair of shoes, so I marked them at $20 plus shipping just to get them gone. I paid $5.99 for them. These I paid $2.99 for. I saw some comps that were really high at the time, but then when I got home with them and I was really doing the research, they seemed to sell more like $10, so I marked them at $6.99 plus shipping, and I'm making a little bit of money, but I certainly wouldn't have picked them up for that. But since I already owned them, I sold them. This I picked up $15. I picked up a bunch of this laser tag stuff in a lot at an estate sale. It had this one. This is one of 2 sensors that work, and this is the only gun that I got that worked. And then it comes in this harness thing. None of these kids are wearing it exactly like the one that I've got, but it comes with this chest harness and the paperwork, and I got $40 for that. And then I have a bunch of stuff to list, or that's sold for parts only, or that's gonna sell. It's listed and gonna sell for parts only. This hat I paid $2 for. It's a vodka brand of some sort, and it sold for $12.99 plus shipping. This I had in a lot of a bunch of these kind of buttons, and somebody messaged me and asked me if I would sell them just this one, and I said I could do $15 on it, $15.99, and that was the number that we came to. I had it in a lot of like 10 for $65, and I did some math and decided that I was gonna pad this one, say this one was the best. It got it to like 15. I came up with $15.99. That's worth my time to take the other listing down and sell that one by itself. And then these sold for $24.99. That's the just a lot of these are all the ones that I have multiples of. So this lot 02 that is 5 buttons, I've got like a quantity 6 on those because I have 6 of each of these. So that's the haul. Let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I don't think we talked about this. Halloween decorations are selling fast and furious. Now this isn't worth a whole lot. It is used in the box from 1995, and I picked it up off the dollar table on that at that yard sale the other day, and it sold for $19.95, and I don't remember if that was before or after shipping. So we'll get this stuff packaged up, lickety split, and we'll move on. Whoa. There's a lot of packages for just Tuesday night. All right, so my hat has been getting grimy, and I stuck it in the dishwasher because I have this apparatus designed for putting hats in the top rack of the dishwasher. I washed it all by itself, and this is how it turned out. Now, because I would rather ruin even my favorite hat You got a bow
Yeah.
for your nun hair?
Yeah.
And because I would rather ruin my favorite hat than my $800 dishwasher, I used dishwasher detergent. And here's how it turned out. It's got, I don't know if it's coming across on the camera, it's got a lot of grossness, like soap scum is what I would call it, what I'm going to suspect that it is, in the brim. And definitely, you can really see it prominently on the snap. I wondered how this thing would work, how that process worked. And I'm not horribly disappointed, but I'm not really impressed either. Yeah, there you can kind of see. Because it's not super duper clean either. I don't know if you can see the discoloration on the each seam is just a little bit darker than it's supposed to, than the rest of the hat. It's still dirty there, and it's soap scummy. So is that a proper way to clean a hat? No. Will it get you by? Yeah, I guess. My head feels less naked. Okay, so this is the part that if you've got a queasy stomach, if you don't like hearing controversial things, if you watch the show with your kids, the first comment down below I will pin is a timestamp that'll skip this whole segment. We're talking true crime, memorabilia, gross stuff. But I think if we're all adults here, it's something that we can talk about, and I really want to get the opinion of the group. So go ahead and get in the comments, click the timestamp if you don't think this will be for you. So I had a friend get a hold of me recently, and they came across some collectibles that are of a very questionable nature. And I kind of wanted to see what you guys thought about them. He wanted me to try to sell them on consignment, and so I took them, and we have both done a little bit of research and figured out that they're very valuable. But I talked to a couple of people, and one person said something that I thought was apropos. Not all money is good money. And so I'll just show you. The first thing is this. It's Jeffrey Dahmer, and it's a puppet, and he's holding utensils. If you don't know, Jeffrey Dahmer was a serial killer, real life human, who was also a cannibal. And he, this doll, Demented Dolls, sells, and so this is not new in the package, but it does have the packaging with it. This thing sells for $200. I don't know who would buy it. I did not pay money for it. I took it from somebody that I've been friends with for a long time, who asked me to look into it to sell it for consignment. I think that my reaction is going to be, I'm just not comfortable with that. But what would you do? I mean, I could see an argument for selling it. And I thought about it for a while, but I couldn't. I just don't think that I can sell it. This, I won't even show you the packaging. I've got it covered up with the packaging from the other one. But this is a cannibal. The packaging says on it, Jeffrey Dahmer victim, and has a fork and knife and says 100% cannibal approved. But the packaging is so disgusting that one part of it I wouldn't show you because it's gross and wrong and weird. The other part I would get kicked off of YouTube because it's super explicit. Pretty racist and homophobic and graphically X-rated. So anyhow, but that guy, the victim doll, I can find sold comps for $300 on websites that are not eBay. I don't think you put that on eBay, even if you could. I think I just you probably could sell this one on eBay. The other one, I guarantee you, with the imagery on the packaging, that it would get flagged by the community. So would you sell those? I'm not faulting any. I thought about it for a while. I wouldn't fault anybody who would sell them. Money is money. Collectors are willing to spend on things that are hard to sell. But I came across those and I thought, as adults, let's have a conversation. What do you think about things like this? I know that there are people who have bought and sold like paintings that John Wayne Gacy did. There are people who sell things that have been collected from like the compound at Waco. Tragic, true crime, cult, horrible things that happen in reality. But I feel like, it's my opinion, I feel like this celebrates the crime in a way. Like, if it was something, I don't know. I definitely feel like the victim doll is too far, and the plush is, I don't know. Not all money is good money. So I'm curious what you guys' thoughts are. Yeah, get at me in the comments below. I'm going to go ahead and go to the next segment where other people will click to skip this part because it's gross and weird.
Happy birthday, Tommy.
I have actually had 2 people this week ask me what my opinion is on sending offers. I do not put any of my items up as best offer, almost never. I probably 95% of my 850 listings are not or best offer, but I tend to, when I have watchers, I'll wait even maybe just 12 hours when I notice that I've got some watchers on an item and send them. Normally I do a 10% discount. I know that the eBay automatically gives you the option of doing no, well, they tell you can't do any lower than 5%. And so that's kind of, I think that's what a lot of people do. There's some discussion about the algorithm and whether or not the sending offers helps you get views on your item, and whether or not that kind of engagement drives people to the items that you're selling and gives you favor in the algorithm. I can say that anecdotally, I have noticed that if I send offers, those items tend to sell, and perhaps faster than other items that I don't send offers on, even if they sell for full price and the person doesn't accept the offer, or you get a counter offer and decline. I don't have a lot of like insider knowledge on that kind of stuff, but I had 2 people ask me about it this week and one of them said, you should talk about that on the show. And I was like, well, okay, we can do that. I tend to send 10% offers on things that have been listed for more than 24 hours. Even if I just have one watcher, I would say that strategy tends to work out reasonably well for me. And I do believe that you drive some level of engagement with items when you're sending offers, because I would say those items tend to sell faster when you're sending offers than items that you're not sending offers on. But then if you say that, on the other hand, if I'm not sending offers, it's probably because I don't have any watchers, and so maybe there's something wrong with the listing, or it's an item that I bought that nobody really wants. So I think I can tell you for sure eBay doesn't tell us. eBay isn't giving the ins and outs of the algorithm that way, and so anybody that tells you that they do know is probably wrong. But I think that we can, as somebody that's been selling on eBay for 10 years, and I'm not some giant daily refinement kind of guy who's got $200,000 every 90 days, but I'm over $15,000 in 90 days, and I would say that there has to be some truth to it, just anecdotally, just from my own experience, seeing how it works. There has to be some truth to the idea that sending offers makes things happen, and you can get more sales when you send offers, even if those buyers aren't accepting the offers. Just a thought. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for the video today. I got a new subscriber. I went from like 248 forever to, I think that guy just came up as 272. So we're moving forward in a good way. Thank you. It's because you guys like, comment, and subscribe. When you guys like and comment, then YouTube knows that you're interested in the content that we're putting out. Then they show it to other people. Other people also get interested in the content we're putting out, and then they like and comment, and eventually eventually YouTube is like, people like this, we should show it to them and see how many people will like it. And so if you watch the videos all the way through, that helps me. If you watch the if you click the like button, that helps the channel. If you leave a comment, that helps the channel. And so those are the critical levels of engagement, things that I can't do myself. And you guys are doing a good job for me, and I appreciate it. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this kind of content. And we will see you on the next one.